Hey everybody, welcome back to We Are Podcast. This is Camp Slash Horrorcast, Season 2, Episode 10, Fire in the Sky. If this is your first time checking out the podcast network, we appreciate it. Please head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just a reminder, Camp Slash Horrorcast is a weekly live videocast available on Twitch and YouTube. We go live every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time at twitch.tv/WeArePodcastNetwork and youtube.com/WeArePodcastNetwork. As the Camp Slash Horrorcast is live, I will not be editing the audio for this podcast. So what you saw live is what you get here. Please come watch the stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And if you want to see the previous streams, go check out our Twitch or YouTube channel. And for a full list of future films we'll be watching, please head over to Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. All links can be found in the description. And with that, on to the Horrorcast.
Horrorcast.
It makes everything go smoother. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. He did the thing, right? So hey everybody, welcome to Camp. Oh, now he did the thing. Hey everybody, welcome to Camp Slash Horrorcast. We talk horror movies from the past every Monday at 8 p.m. live on Twitch. I am your head camp counselor, Duck. I'm here with other head camp counselors. We got Jacob. Forgive us, Father, for what we've done. Pinkston, Jacob, how are you doing? E.T.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Good. Adderall and coffee mix well. So that's all I'm going to say. Next, we got Jay. They took him, McClintock. Also, Jay McSkyfire. Jay, how are you, sir?
I am lovely.
And also very tired. You had a long day. So hopefully we can keep you awake during this cast and have a good one. Next, we've got David. Probe me, bro. Chess. I'm trying to go with that. David, how are you, sir?
I feel better now.
Oh, geez. All right. We got Hobby. We're sticking to the story. Byron's Hobby. How are you, sir?
I'm good. I'm good.
Good. And finally, we've got Ethan. I told you, Chuckleheads, the story was never going to work. Eastwood. Ethan, how are you, sir?
Doing great. I didn't end up with probe me, bro.
Probe me, bro. So, guys, we are going to be talking Fire in the Sky. Release date, March 12th, 1993. Running time, 109 minutes with a budget of $15 million. Box office take of $19.9 million. Based on a true story, an Arizona logger mysteriously disappears for 5 days in an alleged encounter with a flying saucer in 1975. His coworkers endure ridicule and contempt as they are wrongly accused of murder. So that is what we are talking about. Javi has disappeared from the cast.
Back.
He's back.
He's back.
So guys, Fire in the Sky. History, real quick. Let's start with Jake. He picked the movie. So Jake, what's your history with the movie?
12 or 13 years old, flipping through the channels one day, and I see DB Sweeney underneath a table with some lady yelling at him, and then all of a sudden it cuts to the scene.
Man.
The scene.
I had no idea what I was watching at the time. I was mesmerized by it.
Man.
It creeped me out at the same time. I was young, and as soon as the scene was over, I was like, holy shit. And I went and grabbed the TV guide and looked at what it was. And saw that it was coming on at 2 a.m. So I set the VCR to record it that evening. That way I could watch the full thing the following day. And that's where I started to love it. I don't know. I've always been fascinated by UFOs and aliens and shit. So this one always stuck out for me.
Fuck yeah. And you said it, the scene. That's what the movie's all about. So once you got there, we'll talk more about if the rest of the movie worked for you when you finally got to watch it after the VCR recorded it. But David, did you see this one in theaters? You seem to see everything in theaters. Have you seen this before?
I almost exact same story with Jake, except for I was a lot older. In '93 was when I was in my grunge band, and so I did nothing but play grunge music in Florida and take acid and mushrooms for like 10 years. So I hardly saw it. I mean, I never went to the movies at all probably back then. Anyway, same thing with Jake. HBO or some kind of show happened to have it on, and saw the scene came on fairly soon, and I was like, what just happened? And eventually found it again and watched the whole thing. So yeah, loved it.
Fuck yeah. Jay, do you got history with this movie?
Yes and no. Today was the first time I'd ever actually saw it all the way through.
So you've seen the scene before.
I've seen the scene. This movie was one of the, like, in my opinion, like, growing up, this movie was shoved, like, it only took in, like, what'd you say, 19 million?
Yeah, 19.5.
But
something
it
like
was not for a lack of trying. I saw trailers for this movie all the time. And on top of that, it was usually on the back of every single comic book I was reading about, January to March 1993. They really, really pushed this movie hard. But man, I
That
don't
poster
know.
was amazing, though, man.
It was.
poster's
I got nothing against it.
Poster's great.
I think, I don't know. I think I might have been aliened out at the time. It
that.
just-
Aliened out.
It just didn't speak to me. But when I found out we were doing it for this, I watched it today, and I'm glad I saw it older because I have a definite huge respect for it. And a lot of people talked about the stand-up performance of Robert Patrick,
Absolutely.
and
Yeah.
they
killed
said that so about 7 years after this movie, David Duchovny left the X-Files. And people said that there was a chance that Bruce Campbell was going to replace him, but I don't know. Chris Carter saw Robert Patrick's performance in this, and just his kind of the way he's reacting to this whole extraterrestrial scenario, and they ended up casting him. And he was on there for I think a year or two. So they said this movie really helped him in a lot of ways. This was like his first really good acting role, and I can see it. I think he really steals the show.
Fuck
To
yeah.
me.
For sure.
Javi, Mr. Smokes a lot, caught you in the act, first of all. Secondly, I'm going to out you on this. You were a little bit nervous to watch this again, weren't you?
First of all, there's no need to be outed. This movie terrified me as a young little one. So yeah, it disturbed the fuck out of me. I remember the first time. Picture it, Javi Baez, summer of 1995. Young boy growing up in 261 Maple Street, Perth Amboy, New Jersey, and my cousin's third-story walk-up. I was walking home from school. My brother was watching Fire of the Sky, and I got in that scene with D.B. Sweeney's eye and the chicken skin blanket, just like, and I was just stuck in from that moment on. I was just like, I gotta finish this movie, and I regretted finishing that movie that fucking day. I don't think I slept for 3 days. That was a week ruiner, boys.
Oh.
back then.
Yeah. And Javi actually said that to me. He goes, "It's a bit of a day ruiner," and I was prepared for that.
I was thinking the same thing
Yeah.
after I got done with it. Like, it wasn't a total day ruiner, but it leaves a little bit of a sour taste in your mouth.
Yeah,
It
Ethan-
tries. It tries. It cues the ET music in the last 30 seconds.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
ain't all bad.
Yeah.
Ain't all bad.
Yeah.
So Ethan, you never saw it before, right? Continuing the trend.
Per usual, I have no history with this movie. This was my first time watching through, and I'm not gonna lie, guys. I watched maybe the first 30 minutes of it,
That's
and then I started Payday 2 and would periodically pause it as the movie got interesting. So
all right. It's all right.
Fair
No
enough.
judging.
Fair enough
It does-
for everybody.
It does have like a 1970s porn feel to it, where
It really
there's a lot of
does.
dialogue, but you just want to fast forward to the money shot, which is the guy getting raped by aliens.
Yep, the entire time we were talking up this movie, y'all kept talking about this probe scene and shit. And I'm like, oh God, when is it going to show up? When is it going to show up? Yeah, that's exactly it. There's so much talking, not enough probing.
Well, that's
So, man,
let's
it's the
talk
money
about
shot.
it. Let's
It really
talk about
is,
it.
though.
100%.
Before
This
we do,
movie
can I just-
is. Go ahead, Javi.
No, I was just gonna say, isn't it weird that we're at Camp Slash and we only have one camper, and that's always Ethan because he's never seen the fucking movie?
Oh,
I
there
never
you
thought
go.
So
I
it's
never
just
saw it today.
6 campers, 6 camp counselors, and 1 camper.
He's still a counselor. He's just the youngest one. So let's talk about it. The movie is like 2 different movies, or one movie with a great money shot, like David said at the end of it. And it's like a Lifetime movie for guys who love alien and paranormal.
Yeah.
Like, it is.
Yeah.
I don't know if it works, but we'll get into it. The movie begins with the truck, driving out of control through the woods, trying to get away from something. You don't know what it is, and the boys go into the tavern, and they're all acting a little bit off, especially Elliot from E.T., who looks really shooken up. And So begins the murder
Great casting, by the way.
Yeah,
Big
dude.
Elliot from
Henry
ET
Thomas.
in here.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was great. Great casting.
Genius move.
Yeah, and so we get the boys, and the murder mystery begins. And I'm telling you right now, I never at any point didn't believe them, and I think you're supposed to not believe them. But maybe it's because the movie was kind of spoiled for me, or the money shot was. But I mean, did you guys buy into the idea that they might have killed him at any time?
No,
No.
Not once.
I mean the whole poster is him being abducted by an alien. So
Right.
Right.
yeah.
So you know
This
what's
is-
going on.
This is the Avengers movie of that guy 80s actors. When you've got
Dude,
Craig
such a
Schaefer,
great, yeah.
Peter Berg, and I used to have this weird thing where I used to always confuse like Mark Singer with Kevin Bacon. I know it's kind of weird, but I also used to always confuse DB Sweeney with Peter Berg.
And they're in both of the same movie.
And I'm like, oh my God, I think the Matrix is glitched.
Didn't Peter Berg? Isn't he a director now?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he directed Battleship.
He also brought
Prolific
Friday
career.
Night Lights to the
Yeah.
TV, and that's a phenomenal movie.
No, he's had some good
Or
hits, but
phenomenal
yeah,
shit.
Battleship is pretty bad.
Ooh yeah,
Mm.
felt like a Michael
I
Bay
like his
Jr. movie.
acting career and Aspen Extreme.
What about Shocker though, man? Shocker is
Shocker.
amazing.
Yeah.
But Aspen Extreme, oh my God, that was right before this. He's
Well-
like, I'm going to the top. I'm going to Fire in the Sky after
Well,
this.
you know what? My issue with this movie, and I love the actor, but I thought that James Garner casting was bad, and this is why. James Garner shows up, and it automatically feels like a Lifetime movie.
I said yes. I know.
It really does, man. And the casting is great except for him. And I thought he did a great job, but he feels so TV that all of a sudden, to me, it turned into like a TV type of drama.
Are you like Rockford's on the case? What's going
Yeah,
on?
man. Yeah.
I don't know.
Brett Maverick.
See,
And
I
then
don't
they got-
know him from that. I
Then
don't
they
know
got
him.
Noble Willingham from
Yeah.
Last Boy Scout.
Last
like
Boy
those,
Scout, man.
those two guys, they should have just had their own buddy bumbling cop movie.
Craig Schaefer was a fucking ham in this, though.
He's
Like his
always
nerd
a
with the
ham.
glasses.
I know, but his acting was like, you kind of believed it, but then he's like trying to play like a stereotypical Mexican guy or something whenever he's hanging out with his buddies and shit, rolling dice out there.
I would love to know the one Craig Schaefer movie where he's not just
The
10 tons of
Program?
pork. Oh, that's like, dude, you might as well just put a snout on him in that movie. I'm 33 years old, but I'm the quarterback.
ESU Wolves.
So who was that?
We're getting off
Dallas?
topic. Nah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's who
Yeah,
played
Dallas.
Dallas.
Alan Dallas.
Well,
guy.
let's talk about, because there's like the three actors that matter in this. Robert Patrick, who plays Daryl Dixon from The Walking Dead. I swear to God, the whole time that's on his face. But a better version of it, because he killed it, and I didn't realize who it was for the first 40 minutes, and
You
then I
didn't
went,
realize that
"Holy
was
fuck,
T2?
that's." Yeah, I didn't. I was like, "Holy shit, it's T2 coming after me." What man? Like,
He's not acting like a robot.
yeah, dude, but he was awesome in this movie. He brought, like, every time he's on screen, like, you feel his pain and you feel his sorrow and you feel that he doesn't know how to explain what they saw. And like that's the problem. If they were trying to build a mystery, it's not possible because he's so genuine in the role and he's so humble, or not. That's not the word I'm looking for. But just yeah, go ahead.
Whenever he does the scene in the church where they're all
Yeah.
gathered there talking about it, and he gets off that monologue, he's like, "What the fuck? I'll go to work with you. Our kids go to school together." That shit was great, man.
And you believe he knew
powerful.
every one of those motherfuckers. You
Yeah, they all
believe
just-
that.
Oh yeah.
Sheepishly, yeah.
There's an extended scene where he actually talks to every single person in the church. But it took about 5 hours.
Yeah.
I know where you live. Your address is 4712 Main Street. Guys,
like,
this is a 4-hour movie.
He was method. All right. But
Was that beard method at the end? Holy shit.
Oh man, that was
Oh, yeah,
badass.
dude.
I like that the costume department was like, okay, here's your beard and the shirt. And he's like, fuck that. I don't need no sleeves.
I
I
thought
live
he
in the woods now.
I thought he had taken on a new career as like an alien hunter or something. And DB Sweeney
I've
had
watched
come to
the shit
join
out
the
of that.
cause.
Oh my
And
god.
they were gonna wreak, they're gonna unleash some justice, some Arizona justice.
Fire from the Sky 2, Armageddon.
This snowflake don't melt.
Yeah,
I watched the shit out of that.
No, they just wanted to go back to their little empty motorcycle lot. That's it.
right.
Never their fucking motorcycle.
Empty.
I mean, you got
Empty.
Empty
listen,
motors, man.
Yeah, you
the only thing that this movie needed at the very end was them hunting the aliens and them probing them and just fucking deliverance, butt fucking them and making them squeal like a pig and raping the shit out of those aliens and then curbing their mouths at the very end.
Oh my God,
End
David.
scene.
And then you
Oh
get
my God.
you get the Terminator music going.
Yes.
And then he turns into liquid metal, and we all go, "We do it! We do
Yeah,
it!"
we know it.
You really wanted it to be a porno, didn't you, David?
Yes.
It kind of was.
But it kind of was.
Well, I'm the only
We
one
wanted
that
it to be
jerked
a
off
porno
during the
that
rape
ties
scene.
into
I was the only one that was jerking off when the guy had this shit all over his hand. I mean, that right there, my dick was like, okay, we're jerking off, right?
My dick got like that when the milk was in his eye.
Okay, it's gonna be one of those casts. Good night, fellas.
What do you mean one of those casts? That's every
It's
cast.
every cast.
It's like every other cast these days.
Hey, did you guys get the feeling that the makers of the Matrix saw that scene when he was coming out as Cocoon and was like, hey, let's do that scene?
Absolutely.
I agree. I would agree.
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
Let's get some
I've
congealed
never
fat and
seen
throw it
The
on top of Keanu
Matrix.
Reeves.
Oh, well, number one,
Ethan hasn't seen The Matrix.
Who
What?
said
Ethan
that?
hasn't seen The
wait.
Matrix.
I haven't seen The Matrix.
Number two, that I do want to bring that up when we talk
I
about
wanna
the
watch
scene.
again.
It's hard to talk about the beginning of the movie because it is so slow paced and it is like a murder mystery, or are they keeping a secret? Are they not? What's going on? There's enough character development. Dallas is a fucking asshole. Can't stand him, but you're not supposed to be able to stand him. The fact that he's threatening
He's a drifter.
Travis Walton
Yeah.
and that he's knocking
That
down trees by
chainsaw
him.
scene, yeah, just right in his face. Like, what the fuck?
And then I was like, chainsaw battle. Let's go.
Gonna have
Mandy.
a chainsaw fight.
That would be sweet. I'm a lumberjack, baby.
Lumberjack.
But I mean, it all builds up to the scene, and like it's other. We said like the only other good thing is really the interrogation where they have like the what is it called, the lie
Polygraph?
detector?
Yes.
Yeah, polygraph. Which I'm sitting there going, don't take that. Never take the polygraph ever, because
Don't
people
take the
fail.
polygamy graph.
If you're
No,
telling the
dude.
truth, what does it matter?
No, because people still fail them when they tell the truth.
Oh.
You get
Polygraph is-
paranoid, your heart rate spikes. You're fucked.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
I mean,
you're just in a
there's
bad
a reason
situation.
why they don't allow him to be admissible in court.
In court.
Yeah.
And why do you think every person on Maury is a liar?
You're
the-
not
the
the father.
See?
The polygrapher too. He was deceptive. Emma wearing a white shirt. Don't look at my shirt. Don't look at my shirt. Emma wearing a white shirt. This is entrapment.
But that was the whole thing, like that was going to turn the community around. That's the thing that I didn't understand. Like they were going to
It
take
was
this,
just supposed to change their public perception of the group, I guess.
and that's
but
what's so weird is he cares about the public perception, and then you see at the end, it seems like he's went and lived by himself, and he no longer cares. Mike, the character, no
Because
longer
he
cares.
felt guilty for leaving Travis there.
Is that what it was? So
The
he
last
just-
time you see him is because he's in the hospital and Travis comes out of his catatonic state and looks at him. He's like, "You left me," and he got upset. He's like, "Whoa!" They were yelling and whatever else, and that's the last time you see him. So I think he just had the burden of guilt.
Yeah, and I've been watching some Travis Walton stuff. The actual Travis Walton.
Boring, man.
Yeah, dude.
What a
fuck, that
fucking boring listen, dude.
that
I'm
Joe
fucking-
Rogan fucking
Joe Rogan
interview
on-
was so boring, dude.
It's like
And he
listening
hummed
to
and
your
hummed.
fucking octogenarian grandfather talk about some fucking shit that happened, as long as he's as old alive. I mean, the story's all muddled. He doesn't have anything real to say about it. It's like,
I think
it's
he
off
was.
topic too much.
I think he was either high or drunk though, because I watched
think-
other interviews with him, and he was on point, and he actually had his shit together.
It's called dementia.
Well, it could be. But he said that the guys did leave, but they ended up coming back. It wasn't 5 guys; it was 7 guys who were in the group.
Holy shit.
In the
No
movie,
burgers.
they took it down to 5, and all the alien abduction scene was totally Hollywood. It is totally made up. That none of that is what happened. He said
Yeah,
the only,
because it'd be way boring if they
Yeah.
didn't do it.
basically he
his
woke.
version sucked.
Yeah, he woke up on a bed, and the aliens came up to him, and he threatened him with one of their weapons that were on, or tools that were on the side of the bed. And that was about the entirety of it. And then he woke up 5 days later and naked, and that was pretty much it. That was the whole story. So this movie, I think we got to get to the scene because that's what we really want to talk about. I think is the money shot, like David said. That's the good stuff. Go ahead, Hobby.
I'm sorry. His real story is that he just threatened the aliens when he woke up in the bed.
Get away from me, aliens! I got one of your scalpel things.
I reckon you best let me go.
What happened was
lumberjack.
all his friends were making fun of him for getting butt fucked by aliens. So he was like, that ain't what happened. I told them I'd butt fuck them first. And I took out one of them whippers. I took it right. Because you know things about aliens' butts? They real tight. They are real tight, man.
With one
Like teenage tight. That's how tight they is. And I told him, I said, you get away from here, alien. And then I was like, oh, I'm gonna sell a book. And I made the book and I wrote it, but then them Hollywood homosexuals came over and they wanted to get me to be the rapist. And I said, you better not do that. And I was like, one day I'll get on Joe Rogan and I'll tell a real boring story.
It was.
I'm gonna get on that guy from News Radio Show.
God, bro.
Poor Ethan. Look at Ethan up there. He's just so straight. Was it the teenage butt fucking that bothered you?
Hit a little close to home, I guess. Still close enough to that age bracket there, David.
Sorry.
How old are you?
24. So,
Oh, bro, you're way out of that age bracket.
Yeah,
You're
don't
not
flatter
24,
yourself, you fucking asshole.
Oh,
How
so
modest.
young.
24,
He's so-
23. I don't
So
remember.
young, so young,
Somewhere
and
in
so
there.
Sweet.
Bye, Ethan. We had a good
Where you going?
podcast.
Shh,
All right,
get back here.
Let's
Walk
get back-
slower.
Flash is
Ethan,
not
walk
condone all
no,
the actions
turn
of
around. I
David.
can't
turn
see
around,
you.
bro.
Turn around, bro. Come on, 24-year-old.
All right.
You gotta let
Let's-
us probe you, bro.
Let's talk about the probing because that's what we want to get to. In
Yes.
1993, I think this scene would have been amazing. But I think, like Jay said, the Matrix stole it. And therefore, was that you said that, Jay?
No, y'all. One of y'all talked about the him coming out of the cocoon like it was the Matrix. That was all.
Yes. I think the Matrix stole the good parts of the scene.
Dude, it's almost shot for shot.
Yeah.
It's crazy how
And
much it is. And I don't mean to cut you off now, but I think that scene where he falls out and he's floating and he's in front of the light, that's fucking art, man.
Oh,
That is
yeah,
a
dude.
beautiful fucking shot.
How do you
It
think
really
they
is.
did
Oh,
that?
that is.
It's well, I mean, back then, I mean, CGI wasn't huge, but they were still able to erase because it's all wire.
Yeah.
It's all wire, but they were still able to erase it because you don't see any wire at
No.
all. But that's all wire.
I think they had
suspension.
tilted set at certain points also.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah, it looked like mostly wires the way he was floating.
but it was gorgeous, man. That shot
it was great.
of him floating in front of that thing is so.
Yeah, whenever
so
he first
beautiful.
comes out and he gets the shit on his hands and he's trying to hold on to the rocks and shit.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's all
It's a very like watch it because I hadn't seen this in years, and watching it again, it is very triggering for me because I am extremely fearful. I have claustrophobia. My biggest fear is drowning and suffocating, and my biggest fear is being
Right.
buried alive. And seeing that scene in him is so claustrophobic. And then when he gets that over his mouth, it was like a panic attack almost. So
Yeah.
Screaming was great.
effective. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so visceral. Like
Yeah.
and the fact that it's all practical effects. There's no, and that's why I'm so glad this movie didn't come out in like '96 because they would have been
everything
like
would have been
CGI.
fucking CGI. Yeah,
Yeah,
it would have been
CGI,
shit and
CGI.
it wouldn't have held up at
Yeah.
all.
I mean,
Yeah.
the puppetry is amazing in this. And also, I think it's really cool what they did. They did the little trick where they used the spacesuits to make it look like how everyone perceived aliens to look,
Right.
which is gray with the big eyes.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, those are just their suits. Then you take them off and they all look like creepy Jeff Dunham puppets.
Fuck yeah.
No, they look like
Yeah.
Groot. Don't they look
Yeah.
like Groot? Did they?
Oh,
look
yeah.
like-
I'm sorry, ET, bro.
Yeah, they look
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
rotten potatoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
But they're
literally.
so creepy.
Oh yeah.
It could have been, I
They
mean,
look like
you could,
They look
you
like
could put
bulimic ETs.
yeah.
They look like
you could
what?
put bulimic ET.
ETs.
Bulimic ETs.
It also felt like a Tool music video. Like you could put
Oh,
a
yeah.
Tool song
Prison
Yeah.
sex,
and prison
over.
sex. Put that on the background. And
Yeah.
it was done so well. It was done so. Okay, I'm done ranting about how I.
No, you
That was the
Good,
best
Ethan.
part.
That was good. Just wanted to shout out Red Nebula Pictures, Dan Danzy.
Hey, what up, Dan?
2 subs, 2
Thank
tier
you,
1
Dan.
subs.
Thanks, brother.
To a couple of our
Appreciate you.
viewers.
Yay.
Thank you, buddy.
Love you, man. Whatever part of that floating scene also that whenever he's going back up and he sticks his hand into another one of the cocoons that has somebody.
Got
Yeah,
that
dude,
decrepit
that
body
was
in there.
fucking
Yes.
great little jump scare right there. You
Yeah.
know, you're not like, is there more people here? And then
Yeah.
they fucking just reveal it straight up, like, holy shit, dude, that guy's like still alive, but he's halfway eaten out. Like,
Oh, that's so good. You know what it reminded me of? Hey, didn't it look like the one of the corpses from Life Force? It had like
Yes.
that Life Force look to it.
yeah, a little bit.
I was gonna say the other thing that's interesting about that is, you know, was he about to be the same? Let me get some more. Was he about to have the same thing done with him, where they totally forgot where he was, or they just left him in there to like disintegrate, just like that other person?
I have a theory. I believe
Okay.
that the other person, they were a little bit too rough on the anal probing, and they killed him by mistake. No, I'm serious. And so this time they're like, okay, let's focus on the eyes and the mouth this time, and maybe we won't kill our subject.
Well, they didn't
Yeah.
plan for him to get out either, though. You know, like he caught them all off guard.
Yeah,
So it's like maybe they actually do something with them while they're inside that cocoon. This is just like, well, you're already out here, so we're just.
He got out of the cocoon, so maybe
Yeah.
he couldn't be used anymore.
I don't know what to
for-
call it. The cocoon sarcophagus.
No, it's a cocoon.
no,
I call it
cocoon is
cocoon.
perfect. Yeah.
I like on the side of the cocoon, it almost has like a microchip look. Like
It looked
Yeah.
like it had
Yes.
fucking
Yeah, when he
wires.
put his fucking
Yes.
hand out it too.
Yeah,
That
that
was
was
fucking
cool.
great.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. How about the actual when they get him on the table and they put like the weird chicken skin over him and it sucks
Oh.
it in. And then
the
Ethan
dust.
kept,
Dust
Ethan kept
falling
on this
down.
to me earlier where he's like, how scary is this?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
with that
dude,
coming
the
at
fucking
you.
needle coming
Yeah.
at you, and then the
Ethan,
fucking
stop.
he's screaming it. And they just shove that fucking brown jelly in his fucking mouth. Like, here
Yeah,
you go.
no,
and
shut up,
they
bitch.
Oh,
feed it to
Munch.
down his fucking throat.
again, that you get that suffocation feeling.
Oh,
But how beautiful was that scene when that dust was falling down,
yeah.
and then the camera's back, and it almost looks like a painting. Like,
Well,
it was
yeah,
like a
just him on the
really
table
beautiful-
and them
Yes.
operating on him.
and
Yeah.
and the stuff coming down. It was absolutely gorgeous.
It's a nightmare scenario. It definitely is.
I mean, yeah, they looked like they took a fucking drill or crank screwdriver or something and drilled it into the back of his throat. At least that's what it looked like. And then follow that up with the fucking needle thing.
They all
That whole
connect.
scene was
He's got a piece in
Yeah.
his throat. He's got the one in his mouth, and they connect those two. And then the fucking eye laser coming down. You know, the director wanted to use the Kubrick fucking eye splitter,
Yeah.
but that caused too many injuries for Malcolm McDowell. So like, okay, we'll get something that kind of looks like it. But that's a fucking badass scene, dude.
But that the shot right before it cuts of him with the eye thing. I love the way the little scalpel slices it open.
Yes.
And the skin expands. But
Yes.
that's another beautiful like painting. I would love to see that as a painting. That like that whole shot right there.
Get on it, Javi.
Gorgeous.
yeah, Javi, yeah,
Yeah.
start painting.
I'm
Javi.
gonna look it up right now and see if I can do it. Hold on.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Jay, what did you think of the whole thing? Did it hold up for you, or did you think it was subpar? Because I'm with you guys that I like it, but I don't think it's as great as maybe you guys think it is. Because I was expecting some real scary shit, and I'm terrified of aliens. Jake, you know
You're
this.
over here like saying that you don't like me doing
I don't
this.
like that. I don't like
So-
that part.
You-
Well, hey Duck, do you think it's a case of everyone talking it up so much?
Yes,
And
100%. That's
yeah,
what it is.
Yeah,
What it
because
is
with Jake and I, we came across this by mistake. And if you come across this movie without hearing anyone say, "Oh man, this is the greatest, creepiest, scariest thing ever," then you're gonna, you have no expectations. But man, coming across this thing, especially because back then and really ever since, no one's really done the aliens like this.
Right.
No.
well,
They're
has
almost
anyone
like
done the
steampunk.
abduction scene again? Is there ever been an abduction scene like
There's
this?
been other abduction movies, but I don't think anything like that. I mean, you could say like what was it? Close Encounters had the abduction of the little kid, but there's no probing involved. I mean,
Thank
really,
God.
if you
I'm
go back,
so disappointed.
if you go,
anyways.
if you go back and watch that Close Encounters scene where the little kid gets taken by the aliens, that's actually true horror. Like that is done so well and so scary. But then at the end, you realize, oh, they're just nice.
Right.
Thank God, no
It
probing
was
there.
kind of like the underwater aliens in the abyss. Also.
Yeah.
Fuck that movie.
Hey,
What?
That was a good movie.
Abyss is pretty good. It's just alien underwater.
This is dope.
No, it's not, because Alien Underwater is scary. Those aliens were pussies.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They were like, you have a
Straight
nuclear
sci-fi.
bomb. You have a nuclear bomb.
Yeah.
All right,
We're
Jay.
mad at you.
Jay,
And
you didn't like it, did you?
Humans were the aliens.
Did you like
Ooh.
the abduction scene or not? I wasn't sure. You hadn't said anything.
No, I've been listening. No, I mean it's fine. It's cool. The one thing that kind of like threw me off guard. It's like they're really giving him the business, and then he just wakes up with his family around him, and he goes, I'm gonna go see Robert Patrick, and the movie ends. Like there's no closure. Like
Yeah.
like there's so like David, you said it's the money shot. I think they're working you up for the money shot, and then it cuts to the credits.
Well,
You
that
never
is,
get
that's the story. Nothing else happened after that.
Sure.
So,
I mean, no, I get it. I'm just
like,
saying,
in real life, nothing happened after that. It's
No,
like,
I'm
oh,
saying,
he's
like,
back, he got probed.
I mean, yeah,
Move on.
sure. If they were going for a complete honest retelling, at least in that regard, then bravo, I guess. I don't know, but the guy said it himself that they Hollywoodized the shit out of that. So why couldn't they just go a little further and like maybe show his escape, or
I will agree with you, Jay, that it is kind of anticlimactic.
it's
sure.
kinda
Very.
it's very
Very.
it's
You're right.
Yeah.
the
You're right.
textbook definition.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's like at the video store I worked at, we had pornos. They were like PG pornos where the camera would pan down to where they're about to be fucking, and before you saw intercourse, the camera would pan away to a plant.
Yeah.
And so
We got a
kinda
window.
like that,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. So you were getting to the penetration, but they're like,
All
nope.
right. All right.
It's
This
about
county
to
we're in
end.
doesn't
Yeah.
know. Nope. Here's a close up of a plant.
Right.
Oh,
Look at this
fucking bird
ficus.
again.
Yeah.
a billion
Fucking ficus.
Aloe vera.
so like a billion years ago when I'd actually rent porn on cable, it's funny, like when it came to, I was joking, but like the money shot, it would always fade to black.
Yeah.
They'd show full penetration and everything, but it's
But
like
wouldn't show the orgasm.
no orgasms here. So
Nobody did here.
and I felt like they might have taken that from this movie. They said,
Well, that's the director used to
Yeah, I
direct
was
cable
gonna
porn.
say that was his
Yeah.
his shtick.
And once again, let's appreciate Jake's shirt that says sluts. That's all I'm
Oh
going to say.
yeah.
Wonderful.
Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
And without
Javi, you
sluts,
didn't have
we
much to
wouldn't have
say.
Halloween.
There
Hey,
you
look.
go. Javi, you didn't have much to say about the alien abduction scene. What was the part
Oh,
that
look at
really
that.
got you in that?
Everything, like the fucking alien rape,
Loved it.
pretty much like took me out of the whole movie. I was just kind of like, fuck. It just
Yeah.
brought back all those memories from when I saw it as a kid. Like, I didn't want to keep watching it, but the little weirdo in me was just like, yeah, let's just see what happens. And I remember, like, I saw this movie after I hit puberty again. I don't have two puberties.
That's what it sounded like.
He just hit second puberty whenever he was.
Does that mean I'll get to have puberty again?
Yes,
Maybe
you've
one
hit,
day,
you've
David.
hit
if you
first
believe hard enough,
puberty,
and
but
you're
have
about
you
to
hit
boy,
second
and you
puberty?
drink your milk and you
They're
take your
about to
vitamins,
hit
you can hit second
menopause.
puberty.
So after you hit second puberty, you
All right,
watched it again.
after I hit puberty, I saw the movie again, and something happened, and it kind of like built up a kink for me.
Oh yeah.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Like that
He
whole
likes to be suffocated. He wants to be in a giant fucking
Yes.
condom.
a little bit like that. That's why I was like, "Fuck! Why is this turning me on so much?" Just like, oh,
You
no.
sick motherfucker.
Well,
I
if you
know.
look at that last scene is very S&M. The last scene of him
Yes,
being
it
like
is.
tied down, it's
Yes,
very
it is.
S&M.
Yeah, it is.
Which
Well,
explains
yeah.
Javi.
why I jerk off to it all the time. I mean,
I just
it
hit
makes
second
sense.
puberty.
I'm learning way more about all of you right now than I've ever wanted to know.
Hold on.
Hobby's like a hobbit. He's got second breakfast, second puberty.
I literally hit second puberty there. I went, Javi, Javi. Listen, dude, you've got to go to the dungeon. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm down to going to the dungeon, bro. You know where I stand on that shit.
I know. I'm just saying.
All
you
right,
could've
move the
done
fuck
it.
on.
Hey, can we do a live Horrocast for the dungeon?
That would
Hell
be
yeah, they would probably allow it. They're pretty cool down
Yeah, I
there.
could be hanging
Let
in the
them know
back
who
of
we
the whip.
are. You know, we got.
I like the way Ducky's talking right now because he's been there a lot. He can just tell where he's like, yeah, they let me in. I'm a regular.
Sure
I
they
think bacon's good on Thursday.
So I agree with Jay. The movie just kind of ends, and it's like they're like, I don't want the aliens to come back and probe me, and then the movie's over. So I mean, you watch it for the fucking probe scene. You watch it for the invasion and like the creepiness of that. Like, I love whoever said it's like a Tool video. Just play some shizzum behind that and get that going. Thank you,
Schism?
David. And it's just one of those things. It's like the rest of the movie is all foreplay to get to that money shot.
Yeah.
Boom, good to go. But I do agree with Jay. It keeps going, and it's a dick tease of a money shot because what happens at the end. I wanted a little bit more, but that also might have been because it was built up for me. I don't know.
Did you catch the creepiest scene in the when he was being dragged through the hall?
the
when
floating
he-
shoes.
The floating baby shoes.
Yeah,
That was.
Oh,
that was a cool
that's so
fucking shot.
sad.
that was
Yeah,
a cool
man.
fucking shot, man. I noticed
Yeah.
that also.
I guess we're not going to see that clip. Thanks, Doug.
That's so sad, man. Let me show you.
just play the 9-minute clip of the
the whole
alien
scene.
spaceship
yeah,
thing.
the whole
Yeah.
alien
Too
scene
much.
would be rocking. Do you guys have anything else you want to say about the movie?
I would like to say that I was surprised because I didn't see it when it came out. I was surprised it didn't do better because it's not a horrible movie. And what's the Rotten Tomato? It's not very good. It's like I think 43 or
No,
46
it's not
or
very
something.
high.
But I mean, for me, and I am you guys know I'm a movie snob. I just thought it should have done better. You know, I'm just kind of
It's good.
surprised.
Yeah,
It's
but
like
but
a
David,
6.5 on IMDb, so I mean, it's kind of got the love there.
Yeah.
Like, I
but
don't
David,
know.
your generation didn't go see it, or else it would have done
Yeah.
I
better.
know.
they were
I know,
doing
man.
cocaine
I know.
and playing bass in Miami.
42% on Rotten Tomatoes. What it's
Ooh.
so.
I
mean-
don't look at it as a 42% film at all.
I don't either.
Yeah. So,
you know
but
what?
again, it's just my opinion.
I
You know what?
think 42 is a little high.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, and let's also talk about the other great role in this was that girl from Roadhouse
Yeah,
playing
Roadhouse.
Mike's
Yeah.
wife.
Roadhouse.
Yeah.
She was a lot different.
was-
Like in Roadhouse, she was very mousy and very like.
she was annoying almost.
But in this one, she kind of has this sternness about
She's
her.
better
Yeah,
in this.
she's
Yeah, I
badass.
thought
For
that
sure.
also. I was definitely comparing the two roles. That the only
You-
two roles
yeah,
that I know.
the
are
other
from-
one. Yeah.
Yeah, that's literally it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Like I can tolerate her in this movie. She's not just a fucking.
No, she's awesome.
Yeah.
She's really awesome. Yeah.
I like how she's at the local meeting, whatever, at the church, and she's just like, yeah, that Mike really is a piece of shit, isn't he?
She's like,
I can't stand that motherfucker.
That's because she's fucking Dallas. They forgot to put
Yeah, they do.
I don't like that.
that. They
theory,
forgot
but
to
it's-
put that.
it's probably
that
true.
little plot
Yeah.
point in the scene.
Dallas was
also-
fucking, dude.
Yeah.
Dallas was fucking Miss Pratt also. So I'm just saying.
Fuck yeah, dude. Dallas got around, bro.
Well, anything else about this movie you guys want to say before we get to recommendations? All right, let's recommend it. Let's work down the line. David, do you recommend the movie?
I recommend just watching the scene in the spaceship. How's that?
Yeah, I agree. Javi, what do you think? Recommend the whole movie or not?
No, don't waste your time. Listen, if you have any type of hidden kink, this movie's gonna figure it out. You're gonna like really watching that shit with some very weird questions for yourself. What am I into? What is going on with me? Why do I want to explore this? So yeah, like David, watch that one scene. You'll enjoy it. You'll discover something about yourself, and you're gonna walk away an almost better person. Not whole, but just a little bit better.
Right on. Jay, do you recommend the whole movie or just the
Yeah.
scene?
No. I recommend the whole movie. You gotta get your Schaefer in. You gotta get your Greg in. You gotta get your Berg in.
Your Matlock?
Gotta get you some Garner. I mean, yeah,
Brett
it's
Maverick.
gotta- the original. You gotta. It's yeah. I always kind of wish that like instead of James Garner, I would have really loved to see like Tommy Lee Jones play that part.
Oh my God.
yeah.
Better.
Just the way he's
Fuck.
like the way he was in The Fugitive. Like, so if you remember his
Are you
character,
boys are trying to tell me?
turnover outhouse,
Yeah.
UFO house.
Dude,
But
No
no,
Country for Old Men. Do his exact character from No Country for Old Men.
That's what I think
Put him in
James
that.
Garner was going for. Honestly, if you like, yeah, okay, I get you.
Yeah, because he like at the end he's like, I tell you what, if I find out they're bullshitting, I'll be back. Okay,
Away
Jay.
from Montana,
Okay.
from the North Pole.
Question before we get to, we didn't discuss this at all. Is this real?
No.
Oh, all
Based
right. Let's
on
finish recommendations and talk about that.
Okay,
Real
sorry.
Jake, recommend it. You recommended it to us, but you
Yeah,
recommend
I
the
mean,
whole
I'd
thing?
recommend it. Especially if you don't know anything about it and you're like into UFO shit and abductions and aliens and stuff like that.
Fuck
But
yeah.
I mean, if you haven't seen it at this point,
Yeah, if you're into UFOs and shit, you probably,
Yeah.
it's probably on your watch list.
yeah.
Ethan, do you recommend it?
Well, if you're into suffocating like Javi, or if you're into teenage probing like David, then you'll really enjoy this movie. But if you're a normal human being, then no, just watch the 10-minute.
Oh,
alien
you're
scene.
normal. You're normal.
No, he meant to say boring, not normal.
Oh,
He
yeah.
was-
Well, you know what?
Shots
They're
fired.
like one
I
of
know
the
what I
same.
fucking said. Either way, it's a no from me, dog.
It's a no. I'm gonna say
Quote
What?
Randy Jackson.
Yeah, I did. Choke on it, Hobbs.
I just needed to make sure that I heard what I heard. Bro.
That's no from me, dog.
right.
Bloody.
I'm gonna say I recommend the movie if you're in the mood for a mystery, or if you really got to be in the mood for a 1993 movie to watch this whole thing. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I like the probe scene. I think it's great. I think the practical effects are amazing. I love the idea that the gray aliens are just suits. The baby Groots come out and they do their thing, but at the same time, that all practical is cool. But you got to really be. I really did enjoy the murder mystery aspect of it while I was watching it, but there's no way I'd watch it a second time. I'm just gonna go with the probe scene. That's where it's at.
Yeah.
So I recommend. Watch it if you're in the mood for a 1993 movie. You really got to be in
gets
time.
in that specific mood, though?
What's that?
Who the hell gets in that specific mood? Like, hey, honey, I'm in the mood to watch something from 1993.
I think
If
you
you
have to be
like-
in a very specific mood to watch fucking Biohunter.
Oh, shots fired again on the anime.
Oh, man.
Do it, Hobbs. I like that face you made. You're like,
That was cute.
that was pretty good. All right. Is it real? Go down the line. Jessup, do you think it's real? Did it really happen or no? Was it full of
Okay,
shit?
so I can't can I give you my dissertation because I
Yes.
can't give you a quick answer. I am fascinated by conspiracy theories because a lot of times conspiracy theories become true. Majority of them are not true, and this is why. Because in order for a conspiracy theory to happen, and especially the bigger it is, you've got to have a shit ton of people who never spill the beans.
Right.
And one of the hardest things that is for humans to do is to keep a fucking secret.
Right.
So the more people involved in a conspiracy, the harder it is for me to believe that it actually happened, which is why stuff like MK Ultra comes out, because you have a bunch of people that knew about it. So with this one, and I didn't realize this, that there was 8 total or 7?
7
people.
total in real life.
And eight,
including it.
Or, yeah, 7
Okay, so-
including Travis.
Okay, so 8 total, half from 1975 had to have kept this secret. And not only those 8, but their wives and girlfriends, because
Right.
those dudes probably eventually told somebody the truth. So for that reason, I kind of believe that it happened, because the reason for it to be fake is for what? A hoax, to make money, right? I don't think these dudes really made a shit ton of money. Maybe Travis did. I think Travis does UFO conventions and shit
Yeah.
like that. But it's not like these dudes are living in LA or New York and living the life because they all jumped in on this conspiracy. So I tend to believe it. So there it is.
And he seems to not like the film version of it. From the stuff I've watched, he seems to really disregard it and feel like they did it disjustice to the story. So, I mean, he probably made money off it. Obviously, he wrote the book that it's based upon. But at the same time, like, he seems like he's like, I want the truth out there, and I still search for the truth. And he
And
also
the
claims,
7 other guys, they didn't get any money.
I
for
mean,
it, right?
you're 100% right. Like they say, the way to get away with a murder is never involve anyone else. This is the same scenario. Like the second you involve a friend with covering up something or burying a body, you've already screwed yourself, because eventually that person's going to out it. So
So who here thinks Ducky's murdered somebody?
me. Javi, do you believe it's real or no?
Oh,
No, why not?
No.
First of all, I got a brain. I'm capable of critical thinking.
Gonna bite my tongue.
Listen, that is not a shot at me. That is just an accurate description of me.
So you're saying you don't believe in aliens at all, though?
I believe in UFOs. I really do. As far as like,
You think UFOs are sentient? Like there's nobody piloting them? Like they are just their own thing?
honestly, I don't know.
Is batteries not included? Like your favorite alien movie? Then?
Transformers.
Fucking
He's more a
movie.
Johnny number 5 kind of guy.
Oh my god.
I
He was
talking
built
about
by the
people
government.
But my favorite alien movie is Batteries Not Included because I fucking love that movie.
Holy
Give
shit!
me
Did I nail
Conan
it? I didn't.
and
I was
Jessica
joking.
Andy every fucking day, bro.
I was
He's
joking,
right.
and I nailed it.
He's right.
I don't believe that story one bit. I just think they just got a little bit bored and started telling some tales out of school, and they probably didn't want to get arrested for wasting all those police time and their fucking energy, those resources. Oh fuck, I don't want to go to jail. Let's just keep this hush hush. Like,
he really was missing for 5 days.
But
Yeah.
here's the other thing: is that like here's another thing that the movie glaringly chooses to not portray right is that when Travis got abducted, he was 18 years old.
Oh shit! Really?
He was
God
born in
damn.
1957, and the movie is supposed to take place in 1975. I'm no math major, but instead they get fucking 30 something, the entire B cast of 30 something to play it. So I think like that very first choice, I think already puts the movie on a slope to not disaster, but it's already staked in and somewhat of a deception. Because
Right.
he was 18 years old when this happened to him, but they instead they're like, no, you're going to be 30 in this movie. When
But
the
do you
reality was
believe-
he was 30 when the movie. He was 30 something when the movie came out.
But okay, so that's a casting choice. But do you believe the story?
Do you believe the story,
guys?
Jay? What do you think? Jay's a skeptic by nature. He really is.
No, I'm not.
Oh, I
just asked a
think.
question.
And that's the thing. I am. I am a skeptic by nature.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. But if I just look at it from the whole idea of the conspiracy, having to have all those people
Play along with you.
play along with it since
Yeah.
1975, and when they
to
don't
watch what
have
you say from
financial gain, the Loch Ness monster thing, they came out that was fake. The Bigfoot picture, it came out finally that it was fake, and those were only like 2 people involved. You know, eventually someone squeals and
The
none
whole
of these
tower
dudes will
topples.
squeal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jay,
I don't
what
know,
do you
man.
think?
I think a good acid moonshine trip could have.
Dude, I
Explain.
literally just wrote that down. Look at that. Acid. I think it's a bad acid trip is what happened. I think this guy disappeared, became a werewolf in the woods, got abducted by aliens. I'm disappearing now. And then he just decided that they were going to make it up. And maybe it could be a group thing where they all took a little acid and he disappeared. And they're like, let's make up this fucking alien story.
I mean, there is something called group psychosis,
Yeah,
which is a
100%.
real thing.
Very real.
You
Very
know?
real.
So-
So Jay, you think it could have been some drugs that were in play here?
I really couldn't. I couldn't give you a definitive answer. I'm gonna waffle. You can call me Ego.
Jake, what do you think? Is it real or is it not real? I know that you're also skeptic.
Yeah, I'm leaning with David on his theory also about the conspiracy being tight-lipped this entire time, no slip-ups, no nothing. And
It's impossible.
exactly what do you have to gain?
18-year-old men keeping a secret
Yes.
for 18 years.
Right.
Which is why I can believe the group psychosis, because if they believe it to be real, it's
Then it
easier.
is.
Yeah, there it
it's
is. So
the
I
story
can
that they
see
remember, but
Yeah.
I don't think that's the case, honestly, because I think one of them would have slipped in the first few days. Like,
Yeah.
we did some
The
acid out
The first hot
Yeah.
chick.
Yes.
That give you anything. Hey, I've seen some aliens.
Well,
I mean-
whatever it is, they all believe it happened.
Mm.
Even if it didn't happen, they as a group believe it did happen.
Right.
I mean, acid and chainsaws do not mix. I think it's a terrible idea. Ethan, you are a pragmatic, is that the right word? Yeah, person. You're a very logical person. Do you think that this happened or no?
I think there's got to be some other sort of explanation for it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, no.
Weather balloon rape? Did they rape by a weather balloon?
Some
Sure.
swamp gas reflected off the lights of Venus.
Lights, speakers. It was
Fucking anus. That's how it goes.
Well,
Kids, don't be wandering around the woods.
I don't know the whole story outside of the movie itself, so I can't really weigh in on that too much. But
Boring.
well, yeah. The others have said that throughout the entire cast. Avi, thank you for your valuable 2 cents.
I'm so nervous about
to double down on that.
I'm so scared about showing the clips because Hobbs is just going to be in heaven whenever
He's
we
just
get
gonna
to
go.
Oh yeah,
Boring.
If you start to see my hand like go down south,
it's going there.
ignore my square. Because chances are I'm doing a little bit of this and a whole lot of
Oh my
that.
god.
I'm gonna be doing it all.
Mute yourself.
we don't ask that you
How about
leave.
just
We just
fucking
ask that you
leave?
mute.
Javi, what
Play that clip again.
what name did you give your fleshlight?
I don't actually have a flashlight.
You
Oh,
will.
bro,
Christmas.
bro. You have not.
Throw me, bro.
You have not lived, my friend. Okay, who's chipping in? Okay, we're getting you.
I got 10 on it.
Okay, we're giving you. But as a group, we all go shopping together with Javi, so he can pick it out. So he needs to pick it out, but we'll all chip in. We'll do a live cast at. I know the guys over at Sarah's Secrets. I get really good discounts there.
Which one? There's one on Marsh. I mean, I've heard.
Jay, all of them.
I don't have an ID there. 231-766. I don't. I said I don't.
This is out of control. We're out of control at this point. All right, we're going to
Oh,
clips.
God.
That's all I'm going to say. You guys,
Fire in the
on
sky.
the-
Please, thank you.
Fire in the holes.
all right,
Whoa.
all right. Can everyone see the clips?
You better name your fleshlight DB Sweeney. I swear
That's
to God.
right.
Oh, God.
Maniac
DP.
Driver.
DB Sweetie.
DT Sweeney.
I'm trying so hard to get on.
Hey, look, clips.
Hey everyone, it's just Duck jumping in here real quick to say thank you so much for checking out the podcast today. If you're enjoying it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, or iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And just so you know, the next section of the podcast will be clips from the movie, so you can find replays of the live video stream at twitch.tv/We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com/We Are Podcast Network. Once again, all links can be found in the description. Come check out our live stream every Monday at 8 p.m. And for a full list of future films, check out our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast. And with that, back to the Horrorcast. Maniac Driver.
Hold on. Those of our listeners that are watching right now or listening, please give us some recommendations for fleshlights for Javi.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Maniac Driver.
Geez, took the joke and just
Oh
fucking
god.
killed it.
That's all right. Let a little Bondo can't fix.
Sticking to the story.
We're sticking to the story,
Are they?
no matter how rough it gets.
Other story.
Understand?
That's a rape innuendo, by the way.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, Craig Schaefer really does play. Like, that is some cultural appropriation
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
Fake out. I thought that was awesome.
Here.
Oh yeah, that was a great close encounter.
Little fake out. That's all you
Yeah.
The $20 special effect.
That was
It
genius.
works though. It worked.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty cool. Don Knotts.
I don't want any misinterpretations. This
Don
will be
Balloon
a
now.
record of everything you tell us.
Well, we already told that Barney Fife of a deputy everything we know.
Burn, sick burn.
Burn so sick. Burn
All right.
so sick.
All right, what was the deal with this girl giving him free donuts? Was this his side chick? What's the story here?
Everybody loved Travis. And if he's supposed to be 15 or 18, she's probably like fucking 10.
That's his wife. That's not the girl who eventually becomes his wife, right?
No. That's a
No.
different girl.
I know
He gives-
they meant.
He gives those donuts to the girl that becomes his wife.
A different 10-year-old. Got it.
Yeah. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
One day without you two girls fighting, please.
Shut up, Dave. No, hey, knock it off, man. Hey, you knock it. No, you knock it off, Dallas. No,
You just assume my kid or Dave.
Come on, man. This is a good
And
song.
can we talk about Peter Berg looking like the model for the American Gothic? Right here.
Oh, he
Tell me
wasn't.
else. Tell me
Also,
I'll
wait,
see it.
wait, don't move, don't change that clip. Is that D.B. Sweeney? Doesn't he look like Paul Rudd right there?
He does
Yeah,
look
a
like
little
Paul
bit.
Rudd.
That, yeah.
Very
He
Paul
looks
Rudd.
like Paul Rudd.
No, Paul Rudd looks like DB Sweeney.
Nope, yeah.
Well,
Who's
I mean,
older?
Paul Rudd can time travel. So
But-
really-
Yeah, by the way,
Exact
Paul,
same age.
Paul Rudd is an example of that. We are living in a simulation.
Down, Bobby, I mean it.
He hasn't aged. He hasn't aged in 40 years.
Oh,
Those
that's
are
what you
just
meant.
good genes, bro. He's just super good looking.
Yeah, he wears Guess.
Okay, name your fleshlight, Paul Rudd.
Oh, I'll be down with that.
A little chainsaw fight.
Into the blade. Gonna have a chainsaw fight.
Chainsaw fight.
They've been cool if they'd used those chainsaws to fight the aliens. Then we got
Motherfucking
a.
chainsaw.
Oh,
That's
that-
a movie.
That's a
I'd
whole
pay
Take my
different
money.
movie.
Take my money.
Dude,
I'd
if
pay
Travis
for that.
Walton was lying, he would have added that shit in. Like, that's too good. It's like, oh yeah, I was a lumberjack. I was to fucking chop these motherfuckers up while I was
I'm a
in the
lumberjack baby.
spaceship.
I mean, if they were going to Hollywood up his story, they could have at least just thrown that in there.
Exactly.
100%.
Oh, and here I am on their operating table, and oh, look, a chainsaw. I mean,
My
a
trusty chainsaw.
I was a lumberjack for a year and a half, guys. No
Blue
lie.
Were you
Shit.
really?
Shit.
Wait, what?
At the University of Stephen F. Austin. I sure was.
Were you really?
That was our mascot. We were the lumberjacks.
Abduction.
It's so pretty.
I don't know. I just jumped out of the truck for some reason.
That kind of looks like a nipple, doesn't it?
Suck on the teeth.
Looks like a nursing dog's nipple.
That's specific.
That is wildly.
God, that hat on Peter Berg is ridiculous.
It is.
He's the different one of the group.
He's the one of the group that reads poetry.
Roll them up.
All right. He went shopping at J. Crew and got that.
Baby bro.
Where's my brother, Mike? What'd you guys do with him?
Look, Dan, take it easy.
Back off, Whitlock. We're gonna
Take it
fight,
easy.
man. If anything happened to my baby bro, I'm holding you personally
Look at that beard, bro.
You got
Yeah, I was wondering that also. That's like a true
Yeah.
definition of a neck beard.
He
Yeah.
kind of looks
It's like
like
he's got a-
Ethan Suplee now
He
that
does.
he's lost all
No,
the weight.
He does. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
one scene where they show him in the church, and he looks exactly fucking like him whenever he's sitting on the pew. He was one of the drill instructors in Jarhead. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that.
Oh,
yeah.
Wormsworth says budget Paul Rudd / Josh Brolin chainsaw fight.
I'm down.
Oh, yeah. I like
Get
that.
it,
I like
Greg.
that idea. That's
Write
good.
it
Yeah,
now.
seriously.
UFO nerds.
Well, we just wanted to let you know
That
that.
guy was the bad guy in the first Indiana Jones movie, wasn't he? Oh, my bad. It's Stephen Hawking.
Line. Yeah, those guys were a bit. Those guys were a bit comical.
It would have been really badass right then if the guy said maybe you'll need some help from afar.
They called him
Yeah!
Stephen Hawking.
Say what?
Fight.
Did you call him Stephen Hawking?
Yeah, I was like, oh wait, he looks like Stephen Hawking. Never mind.
Stephen Walking.
Stephen Walking Dead.
Look at this.
God
look
damn
at
it.
Mike dressing up as Han Solo going to a costume.
What is like Craig Schaefer looks like Joseph from King of the Hill.
All right, fine. All right. All right.
Just fucking get over with.
Yeah, seriously. Let's just get in power, get gay together.
All right, Alice, just be there.
Church speech.
I miss Travis. Just like you. I miss him bad. I wish we had him back.
It looks so
I wish I
guilty.
knew,
I cried my tears.
Holy shit, is that powder with glasses back there?
but that's out of my hands. And so is what you think of me. We've been telling you the truth since the
And he
beginning.
points a fucking glass
Now we're
needle
ready to
comes
prove
out.
it. We'll take your damn lie detector test. You set it up. We'll be there. You go ahead.
All right.
And if any of you got anything to say about me or my crew,
Do it
say it
online.
now. And you say it to my face.
That's what I thought, pussies.
Or the chat room. Wait, it's 93. We don't have chat rooms yet.
Yeah.
It's 75.
Oh yeah, 75.
Just in case
Lie
anyone
detector.
forgot.
I'll see you down at the rec center.
Were you born in
Oh my
Corona,
God.
New Mexico?
Here we go.
Yes.
Are you currently single?
Yes.
He lying.
Is your picture white?
Is your sister Drew Barrymore?
Space around front?
Yeah, exactly. Fuck you.
Some of it's white.
Yes or no?
Do you jack off twice a day?
Jesus, that question's from Jesus.
Will you one day invent the fleshlight? Yeah.
Hey, you know what? I don't deserve this kind of treatment.
I'm a naughty lumberjack. No lie detected.
God damn it, guys.
Collect
Ethan,
calls.
Hey, then don't choose a movie that has anal probe raping in it, okay?
Oh, I'll
Your
do my
fault,
best
Ethan.
next time.
Or she's blonde.
I'm just glad this wasn't my pick.
I'm literally crying right now. It was the beep beep beep. I collect calls.
Yeah, who is this?
Collect calls from Travis Walton. Will you accept the charges?
You know, just hang up the phone.
No, I think it might be David Spade. He used 1-800-COLLECT.
Wouldn't it be great if she did hang up the phone, the movie just ends?
Naked and afraid.
Naked?
Everything's
Let's
gonna
do
be
a
all right,
pilot for
Travis.
that show, actually.
Hey, Dana's right here.
Here's your bitch.
Hey, here's my hot young sister.
I thought that was Ethan screaming.
I thought that was good acting.
He
honestly.
kind of looks like Michael Biehn when he goes back in time in the first Terminator. He's just kind of all hunched over.
Cobain?
And
Yeah,
Michael
kinda.
Biehn, yeah. And like all cut and ripped and sweaty. Oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, David. Did you want to go into a little more detail there?
No, I was just. I mean,
I'm just saying, Michael Biehn.
I love Michael Biehn.
David, you
Michael
can't talk,
Bone. I mean, Michael Bean.
Michael Bone, whatever.
David, you can't talk about Michael Biehn that way and then also say you hate the Abyss. The two
Michael,
don't match.
flick my bean.
Oh, listen, I will say this about The Abyss. Michael Bihn's the best part of it.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet he is.
Yeah.
When you watch The Abyss and that,
Ed Harrison's pretty
watch
good,
your,
but Michael Bean is fucking
you
great.
use your fleshlight, what do you think of Michael Bean? Is your fleshlight named Michael Bean?
No,
No,
he's got to
it's
flick
named-
the. He's got to
named
flick the
T2.
man bean to Michael Bean.
It's
Michael
named
Bone.
T2, bro.
Nerd jerks.
Mr. Walton,
No, my flashlight is named Alf.
Look at that hat. Holy shit.
how many of
It
them?
looks
Hey,
like
you
a
know what?
UFO.
We just found our friend. Let's call these UFO guys.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking
That's
weird.
enough, mister.
So was that hat.
Autograph.
They like they were good for fucking Jay Peterman.
Travis, can you have your autograph?
Autograph?
Yeah, you're famous.
Autograph? What is autograph?
You know, he had the same delivery when he said spacesuit. When he was when we saw the spacesuits, it was almost like they were like, "Okay, we need to cue the audience that these are spacesuits." So DB, just say spacesuits. Think of that scene where you said autograph. Do the same kind of cadence.
Okay.
This is what Keanu Reeves based his entire career off of, and that's what goes together with the Matrix. 'Cause he's like, oh,
It all comes together. It's all tied together. We are in a simulation.
I knew it. Cocoon. All right, we're getting into the good stuff.
Cocoon.
Cocoon. I don't know. I might spell it wrong.
You did.
Well,
bad.
okay, Javi, get it out, Javi. Let's go.
Fuck yeah.
Here we go.
Ugh.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, reach
the
down.
fucking
Oh,
side of
that's
the
what he's doing.
The side of the cocoon there looks like it has fucking pads and traces, like from a
Oh,
fucking
Doug,
electronics
come on,
board and
bro. Why'd you
shit.
cut it off right there?
You gotta be fast. Hey, if you had a fleshlight, you'd be finished by now.
Yep.
Just try, I gotta
It's
get
true.
fleshlight.
That's a good title.
Fizzy lifting drinks.
Oh yeah,
For
that's
fleshlight, please,
genius.
Yeah, if he would have just burped, he would have been all right. Good thing I got this umbilical cord type thing. Oh shit!
Oh, it's so creepy. Here's that shot, man.
Grandpa
Fucking beautiful.
Joe.
Yeah.
Not so lucky.
Oh,
It's Willem Dafoe. It looks just like him.
Yeah, right. That was the
Yeah.
sergeant in
dude,
Platoon.
man, the set design in this is fucking
So
awesome.
that's what happened to the Green Goblin.
Well,
Yep,
you know
there
where all
he
the
is.
fucking money went.
Don't tell Harry.
Yeah. It went to Peter Berg's hat.
That was fucking Elias from Platoon.
Spacesuits. I love that though. I do. I think it's great.
It's a
So
space
what's
suit.
inside of it though?
Spacesuit. Is there an autograph inside the spacesuit?
So that one back there is just chilling in his spacesuit.
Yeah, I find it hard to believe that he's not yelling at any of these aliens at any point. It's like, get the fuck away from me, or anything
Yeah.
like that. He just screams the entire time. He doesn't really talk whenever he's on the
He's
ship.
so terrified he can't talk.
Well, he's a simple boy.
Right? Yeah, I mean, he did jump out of the truck to go look at the fucking thing underneath.
Ready
That
for
was like the most white people shit thing he did.
It's not gonna hurt me. I think they want to talk.
If you watch like deleted scene right after that, he adopted a dog. Like immediately went to adopt the dog and
We
started
found
an
a dog
Instagram.
while we were filming.
Yeah, we rescued
Right.
it. We rescued it.
It had a tag on it, but that's besides the point.
And now it has its own Instagram page.
Probe. Ready for it. Oh, it's happening.
Oh shit!
Oh, they're so
They don't-
rapey, man.
They don't
So
take his underwear
uncomfortable.
off though.
Well, you never say
Don't
it's
see
happening
him
unless
take
it's
his
rape.
underwear off.
Oh.
Oh, dude, Javi's like so.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, look, they like fucking drill this shit into him. Ugh.
I
There it
want
is,
that
Ethan.
machine. That machine is so fucking cool.
It's like some Dr. Satan.
It does look
It's
like
all-
Dr. Satan.
It also looks like a 9 Inch Nails video that was uncut.
Oh, Apex Twin.
Yeah, Aphex Twin. Oh my god.
Come to
Good call,
daddy.
Javi.
Come to daddy.
The
Oh my god,
end.
that fucking movie. Oh, that video was insane.
Why'd you bring
It's
me?
like Brokeback Mountain. They fuck after this, right?
I like that his beard's
That's why you
long,
got a fucking station wagon.
just to show that time had passed.
Night's sleep since
What was that, Javi?
I like the fact that fucking Michael Patrick's beard is longer, just to show that time had passed.
Oh, of
Yeah.
course. Yeah. It's
Did you
gotta
say
be-
Michael Patrick?
Whatever his name is. I don't
2.5
like
There are way too
Robert
many actors
Patrick.
in this movie with 2 first names. Patrick Hendry, Michael Patrick, Henry Thomas, Jimmy James.
I saw you.
Who's Michael Patrick?
Let's get
Little Robert Patrick. Bro.
I like to
I can't quit you.
Dude, fucking don't tell my heart.
be back.
My achy breaky heart. I just don't think it'll understand. You know what
Listen, I'm going to take your t-shirt and put it in a closet and then every now and then open up to look at it.
Smell it. I wish I could quit you, DB.
Every time somebody catch me, they'd be like, "What are you doing?" I'm just coming out of the closet.
I don't think they like me.
Remember that time we ate baked beans and then we butt fucked?
I like it, DB. That's what it is. I like it, DB.
I don't think
I
they
like
like
it,
me.
DB.
I like you a lot.
Well,
Oh, that was fun.
that's the clips, and I'm drunk. Somehow it happened.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I started drinking, so I had a good time playing those and listen to you guys fucking roast them. The movie, like I said, watch the abduction scene. We got to do some recommendations real quick if I can get them loaded up. Son of a bitch. So the first recommendation will be pause for time. Oh god damn it! It's called trying to make the screen work. The first recommendation will be this movie, which is called Signs. Does everyone remember Signs from back in the day? M. Night
Oh,
Shyamalan
yeah.
ding dong?
Joaquin
Wow.
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix.
Joaquin.
Joe Quinn.
Yes.
Doesn't this have Little
Oh,
Miss Sunshine
shit.
in it?
Little
The
Miss-
thing that I like
Abigail
about
Breslin.
this movie is because if you look at it as he's the preacher,
Mhm.
and he's constantly blessing the holy water, and the aliens are demons the entire time. It makes more sense.
Dude, dude.
As opposed to the aliens coming to the fucking Earth that is crazy. Like, that's your fucking 70%, 90% of the world is fucking water, whatever it is.
Yep.
Like, those are the dumbest aliens ever. But if they're demons,
They're
like sent
demons.
from a portal from hell, and
Bro.
he's got holy water fucking everywhere, and he's blessing them, and they're getting burned by it.
Yep. That's 100% what's happening. You know what's so fucked up is when I was a kid, I borrowed from the church library a VHS tape that was about UFOs. And I've told you and Javi about this before, Jake. And that was what scared me about it, was the entire thing was UFOs. And at the end, they're like, but what if the aliens were demons, interdimensional creatures from another,
Like fucking
thing?
Doom.
And dude, I freaked the fuck out. That's why aliens scare me so much, because I do believe they might be demons. I 100% do believe that.
Really?
So, yeah, dude, I'm not normal.
Okay, all right. In this thought process you have, why would God give the intelligence to the demons enough to like disprove his existence and intergalactically time travel and travel faster than the speed of light? Why would he gift them with that and not his actual creation?
Because God doesn't gift it. The devil does.
He's talking about God. There's a great
God doesn't gift it,
programmer
man.
who puts in fucking new
Thank you,
DLC
code.
every
It's
fucking
code, yes.
time. Yeah, dude.
It's a DLC.
It
Plus,
really
also,
is.
God lost a fantasy football bet. So that's what he had to do. He had to.
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, well now you got to kill half the planet.
And you got to do an open mic set at Hyenas. But bring a whole bunch of people, and we'll put you on the early block.
I'm killing half the planet. I'm not doing stand up, motherfucker. That's my one bugaboo.
Next recommendation will be the movie Arrival. Fucking awesome.
I fucking love this movie. It's so good.
It's pretty good.
I don't see Charlie Sheen anywhere. So what do you got?
Yeah, that's the best one.
You're right. You're right with the bow-legged aliens.
Pretender to the throne.
Oh, it's Lois Lane and Hawkeye.
As far as it goes, when it comes to alien movies and like just a real classy fucking great watch, this movie stands up. It's so fucking good.
Amazing sound design. The sound design is
and just the alien design,
and
dude,
almost
concept
as
for
boring
communication
as
also.
Fire in the Sky. So if you're looking to be bored, you will have a field day not having a field day.
I will. It took me 7 viewings to get through it, but it was amazing. So good.
Probably the best sleep I ever got in 2015 was trying to watch Arrival, which is a compliment. I'm not hating.
Final recommendation.
I've got one more after you,
I
Duck.
think everyone knows Earth Girls Are Easy.
Okay, now
And,
we're talking. Now we're
If
talking.
you're gonna watch an alien movie, you've got to watch Earth Girls Are Easy.
Jim Carrey, baby.
Jim Carrey,
Earth Girls Are
Jeff
Easy.
Goldblum, and
David
who is it?
Wayans.
Damon Wayans.
David
Gotta
Wayans.
watch.
Nice.
100%. Ethan, have you ever seen this movie?
I have not. That
You're
looks
missing out, good see.
insane.
Good
It
sir,
is.
you are
It's
missing out.
very fucking insane.
Dude, Jeff Goldblum, like this is probably one of his most attractive movies.
I'm not
Where
gonna
he-
lie.
you know what I mean?
Every movie Jeff Goldblum is in. Fuck you, dude. Even the
He's always killing it.
I got a wreck though.
All right, go ahead.
How are you gonna have all those 80s aliens movies and they're pretty fun? How can you not have explorers in the
Oh,
mix?
you're right. I fucked up. You know
Which
what?
actually, I think one of the I think
Ethan
Bradley
Hawke and
Gregg.
River Phoenix.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, that's a bomb movie. I dig that. Ethan, what was your recommendation?
Let me share screen
Mac
real
and
quick
me.
here, Ducko.
Uh,
Definitely
Mike-
Mac and me.
Speaking of Paul Rudd,
Go ahead, Ethan.
Mac and me.
All right,
Jesus
perfect. This will be real quick here, fellers. I'm gonna put it up
Pray.
here so everyone can see it. This is a game recommendation, just kind of following the whole alien theme. I immediately thought of it from the probe scene at the end, especially where he has the needle going through the eye. That plays a huge part in this game. Essentially, there's all of these shape-shifting aliens and stuff that
got a
overtake
clip?
a space station. You should be seeing it. If not, I'll show it to y'all in a minute. The stream is seeing it. But you basically are in this space station that's been overtaken by these shape-shifting aliens and have to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's a lot of fun. Highly recommend it. What stream is seeing right now, that's from the Moon Crash DLC that came out.
Oh,
A lot
I
of fun.
remember this. I remember hearing about this. Yeah.
It's a fuck ton of fun. If you haven't seen it, haven't played it, it's been out for a while, but it's fucking awesome.
Is it
So,
first person or
looks
third
dope.
person?
it's all
First.
first person.
Okay.
So
So it's like
Yeah.
they live in space.
Oh, nice.
it's
Yeah.
kinda, but it's a lot of fun. So that's my recommendation for sure.
Cool.
Right on. All right,
Yeah.
David, where can they find you on the internet?
They can find me on Facebook at Stop Motion Nightmares. You can see my previous stop motion videos. And on the Instagram, you can find me at Children of Dave.
Right on. And you can find us at wearepodcast.podbean.com. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. Tomorrow we will be recording with Micah Brown doing some weird news. I cannot wait to do that. Also, you can find We Are Bagu, a video game podcast where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Reverend Ethan Eastwood breaking down some video game lore. We just did Super Mario Brothers today. That shall be coming out this week. Also, we have Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distraction side quest. We play some D&D, and you can find us every Monday here for Camp/Horrorcast, where we talk horror movies from the past at 8 p.m. Central Time live on Twitch. Please head over to any of the social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /WeArePodcast. Check out the Wappin reviews, and I will be Twitch streaming every day at 11 a.m. Central Time. So come check it out, except for tomorrow. I got plans tomorrow. But other than that, 11 a.m. Central Time, we will be Twitch streaming. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for being here and talking Fire in the Sky with me. I am drunk, so I'm very excited about that.
Fire in your butt.
I'm telling you right now, Javi had a good time because he looks... Javi, what is that look of contentment? Oh, those clips got you.
Yeah, I just I pretty much got a daycare on my stomach.
God damn it! I need to stop hanging out with y'all.
All right. With that said, please cut the feed.
That was good.
And there it is. Thank you again so much for checking out the podcast today. If you enjoyed it, head over to your favorite podcast app, Spotify, Stitcher, Podbean, and iTunes, and give We Are Podcast Network a like. And since this is Camp/Horrorcast, if you want to check us out live, we will be on Twitch and YouTube every Monday at 8 p.m. Central Time. You can find us at twitch.tv /We Are Podcast Network and youtube.com /We Are Podcast Network. And if you've enjoyed this podcast, you're going to love the other podcasts here on the We Are Podcast Network. We have We Are Air, where we talk movies, entertainment, whatever the fuck we want to talk about. That's me, that's Jake, and that's Javi. We're breaking down that pop culture, and we're having so much fun. And don't forget to check out We Are Bagu, a video game podcast, where we talk Atari to Steam and everything in between. That's me and Dr. Ethan Eastwood breaking down all that video game lore. Heroes, Gyros, a Dungeons and Distractions side quest. Me and the boys were playing some D&D. You can start that one from Season 1, Episode 1. It's a blast the whole way through. And I Hate Being Sober. Personal stories from epic people. I sit down with some of my favorite people of all time. We talk about their trials, their tribulations, and their journey this far. Also, check the links in the description for our social media. You can find us at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at /We Are Podcast Network. With that said, hopefully we see you in the live stream.